guys, I've been waiting for my thing to change, but I think I'm gonna change it. I don't have time in that bed. Okay. Hello. Hello, can you go?
So here's my
Hello,
favorite.
can you go? Hello, can you go? I'm so tired. Like, I think I'm gonna sleep again today. It was so great doing nothing. You're muffled. I don't know why you're muffled. You shouldn't be muffled. Are you still muffled? I'm so sick of YouTube. Hi, Vogel. Better. I'm so glad it's better. Maybe it's you that's muffled. You cocksucker. I can be nice. You guys, I had to make sure I had a shirt on. I couldn't remember. I'm fired. Thank God I'm fired. Yay! I've been waiting to get fired from my job forever. Oh, yay! What do I actually... Hi, Wolfie. What don't I have to do anymore so I can understand this? I'm fired. Cha-Cha fired me. So if I'm falling apart. My fibro is in such a flare-up that my nail beds hurt. You know, I never understood this and paid attention to the things that I'm paying attention to now. With this fucking fibromyalgia, it can suck my cock, is what it can. Fibromyalgia sucks balls. Like, I have been sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. My neck, I'm still not as bad as I was yesterday, but my nail beds hurt. How do nail beds hurt? I don't know, but they do. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I forgot. I was talking to my friend whose dad was in the hospital. I've already run that thing every day, which depends on my life and my body and how I feel. I'm always walking probably about up to 4 miles, but like walk run. It depends on, I run if I'm for about 2 miles if I'm really hurting, and then walk 2. Oh boy, it's Caroline. Good morning, Galactic. What a night. What a night. Did y'all see that live last night? I was so triggered by my husband, like multiple times. Why do you, better than me, I just walked 4 miles. That's it, that's good. I have a violation warning. How did I get a violation warning? Does anybody know? I just started. What in the... Anyway, already. Yeah, how many minutes in? 3 minutes. Anyway, I was so triggered by my husband last night. Chacha says she's always triggered. She is. So the Reddit trolls are out. They made a mission to block me from all my channels. Okay. So if I go down, I go down. But they're out to get me because Vogel said he was drinking and triggered by Dan too. Multiple times, right? Oh my gosh, Susan, my head is hurting too. Needless to say, last night, we'll get to the Reddit. We'll get to the Reddit later. So they're threatened, but that's okay. Last night, I'm going to tell you what was going on, right? So he triggered me a couple times. Triggered me with mental health medicine. That triggered me. Because he doesn't like that stuff, right? He never wanted me to be on it. And for as long as, you know, and everybody has their opinion. But what happens is when you are, hi April, when you have this phobia, right? Because I remember one time when I had my first panic attack and I thought I was losing my mind, they put me on loose bar, and he was mean about that. Loose bar, you know, it was just really bad. I'm muffled. Cha-Cha, am I still muffled for you? Okay. See how this feels now. Is this better? So, no, are you lying? Or are you, okay. It's better? Okay. Pain level's horrible, Angelica. I'm in a flare-up. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. So anyway, for years, I thought meds were wrong. Salingers don't believe in meds. They don't like them. They try to do without them. That's from Ed, okay? So, I grew up thinking my kids never took Robitussin or anything like that because it wasn't good, right? My kids today, they are like, they're like, who knew the Advil cold and flu were out there? Who knew Robitussin was out there? You know what I mean? Yeah, Sione, it's horrible. And so I didn't know I had fibro at the time, right? And so anyway, I finally got on medicine and he hates it. So every time he gets really mad, especially when I'm drinking, he's like, I don't like that. What do you, your medication, it's always medication. And it gives me, right, anxiety because everything goes back to my medication. Everything. So it triggers me when he talks about that because you know how I feel, right? And then I was really sad for my friend, right? She's dealing with a lot and with her dad, and it was just really difficult. So that triggered me. In the midst of all that, right? And he yelled at me, that's Dan. That's normal Dan. And I just was even triggered more, right? And I hate the judgment. Like, I hate the judgment. Better than living through chemicals, right? And it's always judgy. They always judge. In the midst of all that, the comments were horrendous last night. The comments were horrendous last night. And I couldn't come because I wanted to attack every single fucking person out there. But Dan, just the mood that we were in, I knew he wouldn't have done that. And I just was done. And the comments, it was a god-awful night. I don't know if any of you could catch up on some of the comments. But if you were on one app, imagine them 30,000 times more. No, he doesn't. It's always about him, right? And in every person is different, but he doesn't. It's always, when I went on Lexapro, oh, you don't need that. I remember I told him, I said, I'm going on Lexapro. And he's like, no, you don't. You don't need that. The fuck? It's like, I don't need the epidural. The fuck? But, you look at all that consumption of sugar and all that shit he does at night. I'm like, dude, I'd rather have a big pharma than anything else. Hi, Mr. Time. Oh, it was so horrible, Mr. Time. So I was triggered and I was sad for my friend. And I can't be there. He does need meds, but see, he can't use meds because he abuses them. So he does well on Adderall, but he can't do it because he abuses them. So anyway, I was just triggered. So I walked away with my 2 platforms, hoping things would get better. And it didn't. It didn't. And I said, why the hell am I doing this, right? Why the hell am I doing this? Why am I on here? I'm triggered and people were pissing me off, right? More people, right? Because you're triggered and then you see the comments. Oh God, what's that? You need to get rid of that man. Look at her. She's such a bitch. When are you going to leave her? Look at her face. Oh my God, she's so angry. Why is she mad? Why is she always mad? She never seems, after you see that and you're being catapulted, there wasn't even a thread where I just was like, what am I doing? And I said that when I took you guys away. I said, you know what? I love you, but I gotta go. Like, it wasn't doing anything for me, right? It was just pissing me off even more. So I was very frustrated. So I apologize for it not being as fun he was in a mood. Dan couldn't go with me. And you always know when he can't swing with me, he's not going to do well. Some days are better than others. And so I just I know I'm gonna get bashed for it all day. I did a video about setting boundaries. I did a video about just being able to stand up for myself. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. Everybody says, you know, don't look at the comments, don't, I had some witches on Facebook saying, stop feeding into, and then I blocked one because she was just annoying. You know, you're annoying. And then you go on another app and say, I don't know why I was blocked, I'm a big follower, because you were being an ass. And I wasn't in the mood, right? I wasn't in the mood at that point. So here I go with boundaries, right? My boundaries is that I'm not gonna allow people to trample over me. I'm not gonna allow people to come in here and think they can treat me any which way. That's my boundary number one. When my husband doesn't allow me to address my boundaries and tell people off, I'm done. I'm not doing a live with him because it's not fair. Did you see? And he always says, oh, I don't see them. It was impossible not to see it last night, right? It's impossible. It was so fucking bad. And I was done. I'm not going to put myself in that situation because we agree to disagree and we were, yeah, he doesn't. Andrew's starting to. Anyway, so it was hard to watch. I was upset. I just couldn't do it. And those women were so fucking mean. And I didn't have any mods really last night. Normally, I mean, they wouldn't have been able to keep up on all that bullshit, honestly. Hi, Guax. So I can't, you know, I'm still triggered today. I'm still triggered. I still want to clock him in the nose. And that's why I did that video about boundaries. Because it's important to have them. And if your boundaries don't match with somebody else's boundaries, who cares? If they don't respect you for that, tell them to fuck off. EJT, I'm still irritated. Yeah, I'm still irritated. Yes, Anthony. And I need help with my timer. I don't think it's working. Women should support women. And if women have or are feeling a certain way towards another woman, they need to fucking go and shut the fuck up. I was in full cycle. Yeah, you wouldn't have done well. So I will fight for myself for everything. My husband doesn't like it. That's his problem. But last night was a huge example why I always defend myself.
You know, don't forget, we almost didn't go on because you were exhausted. You had a long day. You were hungover. I was tired. I mean, we were.
Why do you have to say hungover? Why do you even have to bring that up? See, that's a little dig. You hear that dig?
It's not a dig. I'm saying.
And you were hungover.
All right. I mean, that's one of the things is you take a lot of things as digs that aren't meant to be digs.
Well, but they are digs.
But they're not meant to be. I'm just saying that's reality. Remember, I told you, you don't want to go on.
I thought I was going to be fine, and then it just got...
But it wasn't. Then you got trolls, and the comments were bad, but, you know, they're just people commenting.
Right, but it doesn't matter. When you have 50... I mean, there was 1,400 people on yours. There was like 600 people on mine, and it was nonstop. Why am I going to sit there and allow people to treat me that way? I'm not going to do it.
That happened to be the content we were providing.
It doesn't matter. They do it to me all the time.
You got it too.
Not like me.
You got it bad, but that, you know.
And that's the thing. I went away hoping that things would die down. My channels didn't.
That's all right.
And then I went off. I'm done. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I wanted to attack every motherfucking one on there.
Right, but the problem is then that's all we do is attack.
Right. But you know what? They continue to be, I was watching them, same people over and over again. You know, don't talk to them, don't respond to them, but they didn't care. They kept doing it.
I mean, you know what I did when you left? I turned the camera, I talked to my dad, I didn't read the comments. I just started, you know, talking to my dad and entertaining him. The comments get bad, don't read them.
Dan, the whole fucking threads were comments. How do you not read them? When you're trying to get out of that and you see every fucking comment. I will not tolerate that anymore. It's bullshit. I'm not going to do it.
I'm not saying to tolerate it.
Don't read them. Okay. You can't even pick apart the real nice people because there was so much negative. It was ridiculous. I'm not going to do that anymore. It's horrible. Period. And you should say the same thing. You know what? This is being unfair to my wife. We're going to go.
I'm trying to put on a show.
Right,
that's
but
all I'm trying to do is be entertaining. That's it. I mean, I'm not.
When things happen like it happened last night and you saw so much ugly, at that point you should say, Danielle, I think we should go. You guys, have it wrong. We're not going to sit here and attack Danielle. We're gone. Period. That's all should have been done on a grand forum. We should have gotten off. That's how you do it. Yeah, it was bad. People would not let go. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. The good thing is for my platforms is I can do what I need to do, block them, and I can act whatever way I want. By the way, I'm on TikTok. The first 2 minutes I go.
And the trigger, when you're talking about pills, you got to realize I'm not just, when we're on a big live with a bunch of people, I wasn't addressing you or your use. That's separate. When I was talking about pills, I was going from my own experience.
Right, but you do, but what you don't realize is you do the same thing to me, right? And so
that's just my opinion.
Right. But you do the same thing to me, so it's a huge trigger for me.
Right, but when I'm talking to random people, I don't want to put a pro-pill message out. I mean, that's real. That's a real
right,
thing.
But you also have to look at people like your wife and 50,000 other people that follow us, and it saved their fucking lives.
Well, like I said, if it's real and you need it, you need it. I'm talking about the border.
Okay, you're stressing me out right now.
All right, I'm going to get some coffee.
Hi, see, I missed you. I was so sad. I opened up my garage and your RV wasn't there. No, it's hurtful, and people get hurt by that opinion. That's the thing, is you have to realize I'm talking to so many people on my lives that have issues and rely on pills to get them through from, whatever traumas they have. And it wasn't even about me. I was also pissed off for my people because we talk about this stuff all the time and the needs to get them through the day. And I don't care what it just sounded so hypocritical and so ugly when you said it last night. And that's why you had a lot of hurt people on there. They're still hurt from you for saying that. Thanks, Big Man. People are saying it was condescending.
Certainly not meant to be condescending.
Yeah.
Again, it's my own experience with those medicines.
Anyway, so the next phase of attacks are coming from the Reddit group. They're pissed off. Sorry, my blood pressure. Still triggered. Then he tried to label you as a man beater. I know. Well, that's Lisa. That's my thing. Is that you can't judge. It was judgy a little bit, and when you're doing all the other shit, that's what I said the other day. Hi, Philly. Everything I said the other day is people have their own addictions, right? Whether it's whatever, food, pills, whatever. It did sound. Eloise, I agree with you. I'm judging people, and I get it. I get it on Lexapro and Lyrica, and how many people throw those in my face, including him sometimes, Oh, I don't know. Your medication's being weird. I would, it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Right. And it broke my heart for you guys and me, because I really know the truth, and it hurt my soul. So I apologize on behalf of my other half. It's just crazy. I care about it. Had to push me to say. So, and yeah. And I'm proud to talk about my pills. And I don't like digs against, when people make those digs, it pisses me off because it's like, I feel like I'm a better person with it. And, you know, I think I've regulated more. It's helping me cope more. And I just don't like judgy eyes. I know, but I was fucking pissed off, you know? And I had these threats, you know, of takedown, mass takedown. So these Reddit people are not only, you know, trying to ruin my reputation, is really what it is. They're trying to mass report my accounts. And so more people think, I think so too, Kelsey, I really do. So it's crazy. I got my first warning in 2 minutes for something that I wasn't doing. So keep the mass reporting up, it's fine. I will always win and prevail. Jade, I know. I took, last night I was in so much pain. My pain, I'm in a flare. And Daniel, I don't know if I'd be doing well at this point if I didn't have my meds. Pills are the only reason I'm not in prison. Me too. I know, Eloise, I'm here with you guys. You guys don't have to defend yourself to me, girls. Men, I know, I'm one of those people who partakes in big pharma. And I didn't take it for a long time because I was afraid of judgy eyes, you know? Oh, you don't need that stuff. It's bad for you. Whatever. So I'm trying to stay strong right now. I'm in a very bad flare-up, right? I had a flare-up a couple weeks ago, and it is back again. My next tension so far is not that bad. You should be glad you have it, 100% MJ. So I've been taking Advil. I didn't drink last night. I actually poured myself a drink, by the way. And I took 2 sips and I just couldn't do it. It's the same, I just tell them that's great for you. Yeah, that's great for you, bless your heart. So anyway, oh sorry Lisa. Yeah, and you know, here's what I did last night. I didn't have any muscle relaxer. I was like, I need a muscle relaxer or something. And of course, one of my Zoomies like, duh, you have natural source of muscle relaxers. So I took a half of a half last night, and it was much better. Much better. I definitely push you. Thanks, Dago. It did work. I did. A good thing I only took half of a half. Shit. I was feeling cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I was like in the shower. I forgot I'd taken it. And I was like, whoa. Oh. But immediately, it was like, my arms went from this, and then when it kicked in, they went down. Yeah. So I might be doing that before bed. So I understand if it affects everything. And I just have, I know. Bijan, it's a joke. Because I was like, I took a half of a half. And that comes like something I can't say because the trolls are out there on TikTok right now, so I gotta be really careful. So I didn't have any. Yeah, I didn't have any. I just wasn't feeling it. I'd had enough probably for it was back in high school. And I took something that was on a piece of paper, if you know what I mean. So I always said, well, I just only took a half of a half. So I say that all the time because people make fun of me. And they were like, Danielle, that's a quarter. I know, but a half of a half sounds so much better. So I had enough alcohol for probably the whole week. I don't know if I'll feel like it today, but so yes, I'm in pain. Oh, good, Dawn. Woohoo! The implant, don't feel weird. Don't be surprised if you get a little canker sore where your tongue hits it like mine did. I know. You know the little pieces of paper back in the day? Yeah, half of a half. Sometimes had little pictures on them. And that was the last one. You drink a beer for me? Yeah. So, I love it. I love C. C is such a pleasant guest. Easy. She took care of me. And you made Reddit. Celeste, you made Reddit. You should feel proud. Would cause trauma. There's so many mean people. But if I don't have to go get it, oh no, Dee Dee, that sucks. He was, Jan, I agree. So, anyway, I wasn't taking a half of one, shit. I needed to ease into that shit. My hypochondriacism was still there, present in that day. You made Reddit. You sure did. Anyway, yeah. C made Reddit. They weren't very nice, C. But they gave you props of helping your drunk friend out of the casino. I was drunk, so fucking what? I know it, everybody knows it. She held me up like we do, Grandpa. It was fine. So you're charming and innocent, yet with a predatory nature. Anyway, that's fucking weird. So, yeah, I don't take a lot. I mean, I take fish oil. I take allergy medicine 365 days a year. And I had Lexapro and Lyrica. Yeah, and my vitamins. C is now a celebrity. Yep. So I don't know who would target C. It was the most ridiculous asinine thing ever. Way too nice. But they want to attack. It doesn't matter. They don't see any good in people. They just want to attack the negativity. So anyway, so I'm a little pissed, right? I'm a little just triggered. And I think, when you're in a flare-up, it makes things that much worse, right? Patience is less, and you're extra sensitive because you're in so much pain. Do you take an aspirin a day? I do not. I'm a fan. I never touched the half of a half again, nor a whole, nor a half. Yeah. It scared me. I was at the Skid Row Aerosmith concert. Yeah. If you were in so much pain, why did you go to the casino? Just curious. Why wouldn't I? My pain's not going to stop me from doing things. Well, why is that so judgy to you? I went to the casino. I wasn't in that much pain yet. Yeah, so, and I go to the casino many times when I'm in pain. What's it to you? I don't understand the line of questioning. Here's the thing. If you're in pain, I don't stop what I'm doing because I'm in pain. The casino actually kind of unwinds me because I can drown everything out and sit and numb my mind. Anyway, so everybody's mad because they said I made the day about them, about me. Yeah, it was about me as well. I birthed him 21 years ago. And if I can have my friends show up and meet me, I'm honored, right? I'm honored. I've been trying to get Celeste out here forever. And she finally had a reason, in her mind to come up, to celebrate. And it was sweet. It was sweet. Potter drove up from Stockton to come see me and Andrew. What's wrong with that? I had other people that recognized me. One lady gave Andrew $20 for a drink. I gave it to him. What's wrong with that? My friend Pam Local came down. I didn't know what was wrong with that. Come help me celebrate. That's all it has to be with. I was enjoying myself, and why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I enjoy myself? If we were at home and had a big party, don't you think I'd be doing the same thing? Yes. Hanging out with family and friends to celebrate my son's birthday. Period. So, what pace? A 5. A 5. So, people. Goodman people. Oh, she's always making it about her. Hey, Sand City, don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. And hatred is running rampant. It's bad. Yeah. So you can't let pain cripple your life, right? And you have to get up and move. If you don't move, you're going to die. Yeah. So everyone's welcome. Yeah. So, and you think my son gave 2 shits? My son loved it. He met people and he enjoyed himself, right? I celebrated all my kids' birthdays with them. I didn't think that was a bad thing Maybe they're just mad because their kids didn't want to celebrate with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dan was not happy. No, Dan hates the casino because of his problem, right? Dan hates the casino because he was an addict and he risked a lot of money, right? So everybody else, it's dangerous, right? When you got to tread carefully, but you got to know what you can do. Hi, Froggy. Jumps on. Yeah, nope. I know, Froggy, it was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah. I'm trying. So, Fran, we were on, but I had to go. There was too much hate out there. Andrew's a good kid, and he does anything for his mom. He's actually, you know where he went bright and early? Yesterday. We figured out that one of the Reddit people are from Sacramento. Exactly, Missy. One of the Reddit people are in Sacramento. So that's kind of scary. So Andrew's been wanting, a new toy. So he went and found one yesterday and he's picking up it today. So he's literally spending all his cash, so I don't have to worry about him going to the casino on protection. And he's like, I really need, Mom, you need to get one. Yeah. New toy. Yeah. Pew pew, new pew pew. And he's got a room full of them. And at this time, he's worried when I told him, we have a Reddit person who lives in Sacramento. And that's scary to me, right? And my friends who showed up, Potter, the other women, Maria, and they were like, I hate when you announce stuff like that, right? Because you put yourself open, and put yourself out there. I can't live my life in fear. Although I do look over my shoulder a lot because they make me feel that way. And the sad thing is that, especially now in today's world, so the Reddits are so much more intense, vile, horrific, and attacking. So it scares me. I think they do talk. Yeah, they do talk. So I'm gonna have to think of something. Yeah. So I don't know what to do, but yeah, they elicit that fear. Even if it's idle threats, they're still there, right? So you feel, things and you're like, okay, I should be more aware, right? More aware of my surroundings. But that sucks that I have to live life that way because of people who don't like me. People who threaten my life, threaten to call the police on me for what I don't know. It's crazy. What is Reddit? It's a horrible rag column that writes about me. I got time. You got to meet, yeah. And so Potter, I've been burning incense. Potter bought me incense, and I've been burning it. Yeah, I've been burning it. Dan's like, what the hell's that? Zoomy saw the smoke. They're like, did you light something, or is your house on fire? Times like this, I wish we could carry, right? Like Texas. Texas, you can carry. It doesn't have to be concealed. You can just flash that bitch. Ignore them, or do they? They go after me personally, yeah. Call me an abuser. Talk about my mental disorders that they know so much about. One of them claims to be a psychologist using, you can, but it's hard, math girl. That's what scares me. Even in Alabama, yeah. So at times like this, I wish we were in Texas just for that, right? To be able to, feel comfortable, right? And that's what's scary, get texts. I see you, I get random shit like that. I see you. What in the fuck is wrong with people? I get breathing voicemails. Tennessee is a carry? No, but Andrew really wants me to. Andrew's like, they'll never come to this house. Let me tell you. See, I wonder if my meds will stop me from getting one. No, Andrew does. He just went shooting yesterday. Yeah, he has plenty of fun things. I know, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. And I have watched you and Dan, you come across as a narcissist. Well, you come across as a jerk. Isn't that funny? Isn't that weird how that goes? My meds won't? Okay. You enjoy a date. I have to really get better at the pew-pew. Yeah. Arizona is open and carry? Wow. We have a lot of states that are open and carry. So, breathing voicemails. I have voicemails that I hear my videos playing in the background. Yeah, they're watching me. It's crazy. So yes, people make you feel like you have to be a little bit more. Yeah, they call me. Yeah. Andrew has me covered. Nope. So the problem is I have, and I'm going to tell you, be honest, it's hard for me to work a pew-pew. You have to cock it and it hurts my hands. So I need something that's easy, and I haven't found one yet. So yeah, it's traumatizing. It is It starts to get it's like times when you're vulnerable, you know. And I'm telling you this honestly, like when I'm vulnerable, meaning if I'm in pain or I'm going through something or whatever, I'm more vulnerable to the ugly, right? And you hate it. I need something that's easy, and it's really hard for me. Wasp spray, bear spray. They don't shut him down. They don't shut him enough. That's why he doesn't get it. Last night was so bad. I was like, how can he sit and read these things about me and just pretend like they're not happening? You know? It's horrible. Oh, you do, Myra? Huh. All right. Well, there's some sick people missing, and that's what I worry about. Yeah, that's what I worry about. But the things is like, I also want to be able to meet people. You know how fun it is when people see you and they're like, oh my God, stop it right now. Can I hug you? I love it. I love hugs, and I love to be there and put a smile on somebody's face. So I enjoy doing that. And how many people do I do that to when I go to the casino and they recognize me, It was fun. So I need something small and precise that I don't have to fuck with too much, because this is hard for me. I don't know. Linda Davey. I'm sure Linda Davey's here somewhere lurking as like somebody else. That's so bad. I know, it hurts, Missy. It hurts. I've got that way. Yeah, you're always close. So is Andrew. There's a big box of, the big bullets on my table right now. So I'll have to find something, and I have to, because it goes in ebbs and spurts. But this Reddit, they're crazy. And knowing that somebody on that's so diabolical and threatening, and he's close, makes me nervous. I would run to you. Look her up on Alicia so we can go after her. Yeah, I needed something for my old hands. So Andrew is, and he's been wanting one of those. I can't tell you what it is, but something his dad has, but better. And so yeah, he's plenty. He's plenty. Danielle, yeah, he takes care of me. Anybody saying anything? Who do I need to go to? I'm like, son, you got to wait for them to come to us. Yeah, and the cops on it, it's crazy. What can they do? They can't. Oh, he's 21 now. What does that mean? He can do it. I know, Kenna, and it's a catch-22, right? But at least if I had something and I didn't have to go through the hoops and the circles to get it, I mean, it'd be nice to know that I don't have to do that. Yeah. So it's crazy. Hi, Marty. How you feeling? Do I think any trolls were at the casino on Sunday? I don't know. if there's nobody comes up to me. Only the people who, enjoy me. The people who like me and watch me see me, and they come up to me. Yeah. So that makes me. It makes me just smile. Here's my thing. If they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me. If they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me. You can't live your life in fear, and it is the way it is. Somebody could be watching me right now, right? Somebody could be watching me right now. What platform is the least rude to you? Probably YouTube. YouTube. Facebook's ugly. And I like sometimes I don't even go. Like yesterday, I didn't go on any socials to reply to you, so I apologize. But I just wasn't feeling it, and I was angry at everybody. Do you think you have any pretenders? Absolutely. 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 People are pussies, I think all of us on YouTube love you. Most, I think YouTube is the less. I mean, there's still trolls, but it's a sprinkle compared to everything else. So it's just crazy. It's crazy life. So anyway, what's your poison at the casino? Slots. Yeah, slots. I loved it. I love slots. I sat at to be on the casino for 5 hours, were we there? Something like that. And it was just fun. Good, you didn't want to see an oyster. It was horrible. I think we do have a stronger community on YouTube. Yeah. I failed, but then the instructor held up the target in front of him and said he was dead, and I passed. They do, dog lover, because they're so angry. They just have too much hate in their life. So, to watch you on live YouTube instead of Facebook because the comments are mean. They are. Adriana, the Facebook comments are horrible. So today, I don't know. I don't really have anything going on. So I might try. Buffalo. I love the Buffalo, but the Buffalo have been fucking me lately. So I haven't been playing. I know which machines will kind of let me play. Buffalo takes your money. It's either going to win or it's going to lose. And so when I go now, I just, and for $70. And so I try to sit at the bar because I enjoy my bartenders and my money can last longer. And so now at this point, because I don't have a lot of money to gamble with, I go where I know my machines and I know that I could sit there for at least an hour to two, depending on, and sometimes it's only $40-$60. And for me, that's entertainment. I can go for an hour or two during the day and sit there and have a glass of Sauv Blanc, and enjoy myself. Like, if I can last $60 on entertainment, who cares? Like, how fun is that? I know, DeShazer, I know. I like the loose slots, yes. They're not really loose, I mean, trust me, but I haven't been in the pool lately. And Dago, I'm hurting. So my pool sweep is fixed, but my timer's fucked. So I'm gonna turn it on this morning when I water, and I think I'm gonna try to go in it. I really need, the pool really helps a little bit. And I haven't been in it in like a month, 3 weeks, because I've been so busy and I've been pushing myself too hard. So I'm probably gonna try to get in the, and just putz around lightly today, maybe take a nap. You guys, I wanna sleep again. I wanna sleep again. And I guess that's also a side effect of fibro. Dan's not, no, he's not. Dan is an escaper, right? Dan wants to have fun, ignore the issues, and Dan wants to play devil's advocate, right? Dan wants to play devil's advocate. And it pisses me off in forums like this, right? Because there's no devil's advocate. People need to know you have a strong protection over your wife. And people don't know that. And that's why people do that to me, is because Dan doesn't address it. Love you, Janet. Dan doesn't address it, right? He doesn't take a stand when he sees that and say, you guys lay off my wife. That's my wife, period. And because he doesn't do that, I believe that's why they go after me, because he allows it. Again, we have differences of opinions, right? Differences of opinions. But I believe when you allow that and they know he doesn't do anything about it, gets mad at me for blocking people. Yeah. OB for your results. I don't even remember what you're going in for, girl. Chantel, I just run and walk is what I do. Good luck, Mary. I don't remember what you were doing. You heal when you sleep. You sure do. He gets a kick out of it. Well, Kelsey, you have to realize too, like, we attack differently. When I attack him out here, I'm trying to make people laugh about it, trying to just make humor out of my frustrations. When he attacks me, it's to the bone. It's like he doesn't, his attacks hurt, right? They penetrate and they twist. It's like that. It's like an arrow that's poisonous, and that's the thing, and he does that, and then he feeds into the Reddit. Everything Reddit says is what he says. They literally go back, watch the video, and rewrite the clip, right? Not realizing that, it's all for them for the most part. But I think if he took a stand, and I've always said this for the last 4 years, I've said this the whole time, if he took a stand and said, fuck off, leave my wife alone, I think things would start simmering down. And he knows what buttons to push, yeah. You're transvaginal. I know, but what the fuck were you doing in your vagin? The transvaginal area. What are they worried about? Why are we up in your vagina, Mary? Did they see something? Obviously, Danielle, that's stupid. But you share that you're hurt and he claims it's a joke. Yeah, I don't like it. Mine is different. Hello to Dublin. Yeah. So it's just different. He's he's different. The way we joke is different. And people are like, oh, Dan would never talk like that about Danielle. He does it all the fucking time. You're just not smart enough to catch it. You got to be smart to realize the jabs. And if you ain't smart, you ain't catching on. And you got to remember, as an attorney, it's training. But that's the thing, when you're not my attorney, you're my husband. You're my husband. And that pisses me off. And divorce him, you need that much attention, shaking my head. No, Brenda, obviously you need the attention, honey, because you're here. I'm not crying about it. Do you see fucking tears? You're the one crying about it. But why are you here? Why are you watching? Why do you know? That's what's weird. When you know that much about me and my situation, and you're still watching, why are you here, girl? I think you need to find a new job or a hobby. Yeah, you should be like me, right? Because people like me don't waste their time on people they don't like, Brenda. Why, Mary, why are we up in your vagina, girl? It's just so, these women are just so fucking ridiculous, Oh, quit crying about it. I'm talking about it. Why am I talking about it? Because everybody else deals with the same fucking shit, Brenda. I see you're living in a home all by yourself, alone and miserable, and that's why you're attacking other people. There you have it, girly. Be happy. Find your shine and find your sparkle. Anyway. I'm done. I'm not going to sit here and let people trample me with their ignorance and their anger and their projections. I'm going to hit you head on. And if you can't fight back, I'm right, girl. I can bring you in a box and we can talk about it. But no, probably you won't want to go face to face with me. Why is that? Yeah. I agree, Candy, and that's a struggle we've had our whole marriage. Oh, fuck my life. It's okay. I just most days I just look at him and tell him to fuck off, and then I move on, and then I move on. So yeah, I don't feel like doing anything today. Like, this is bad. I started my laundry. I did that. I vacuumed half of the house. I did that. I cleaned up, did that, fed the animals, did that. Took my pills, because God, we know we need to be happy. Gave Coco her pills, because I keep forgetting them. And what else did I do? I threw away my dead flowers. I mean, that tells you what my state of mind has been when I have my flowers, that, like, 3 little vases throughout the house that I put fresh flowers in. They're fucking dead, I haven't done it. Today I was like, okay, let me get up and at least throw those away. So I did that. I'm going to get a present today. Thanks, Kim. I need to find my shine. You find your shine, but you don't have to attack people on the internet. I just have to protect myself. Bye, Wendy. You're on Facebook. It seems like a lot of women are here loving you, but Chrissy, majority. These are my people. These are my morning people. The people you're seeing right now that are giving me love. Those are my loyals. You know, you have loyals, and loyals are across every platform. You have loyals on Facebook. You have loyals on TikTok, and you have loyals on YouTube. It's a great thing. Thanks, Derek. It's yeah, today I'm just in a vibe that I'm just like, fuck it. I'm tired of doing the same shit every day. Do you know that? I mean, don't you get like that's like the same ritual? Laundry, pick up the fucking clothes off the floor, check, vacuum, you know, spritz the bedding with Lysol and then good smelling shit, make the beds, you know, fuck, make sure the sink's empty and then it's dirty again. I mean, do the yard work. I mean, it just seems like I'm in Groundhog Day over and over again. So I did cut my, I need the drill. There's so many things that I'm like, same shit. You know, wake up in the morning feeling like, no, I don't feel like P. Diddy, but wake up in the morning, no, you have to feed the pets, you know, and you go through the ritual of feeding all the pets. And that takes me a good 20 minutes, you know. Got to feed the Millsters. And then I got to feed the cats. I feed the cats first because those bitches are crazy. And then I feed Millie because if I don't do her before Baxter, he eats all her food. So then I do the dogs and I put fish oil, so I have to pop the fish oil capsules because they won't eat the capsules. So I squirt it everywhere. Always happens. And then it was garbage day, so I had to collect all the garbage from last night and throw it out there. And then, yeah, you know, laundry. I do a load a day. And fuck, I hate folding. I fucking hate folding. So I got some in the dryer right now, so I'll have to fold. Andrew's been killing me because with this thing that he's had, I've said use the towel once, so I've got a lot of towels. Millie eats the salmon oil. They hate it. I tried that. I sound so unhappy. I'm sorry. I sound unhappy to you. Do you know me? Do you know me? I don't know. I hate when people say that. Yeah, I feel like Cinda fucking Rella. I hate when people say that. Oh, you seem so unhappy. I'm not unhappy. What's telling you I'm unhappy? I fucking hate folding. I fucking hate pain. I fucking hate dishes, especially the dishes that I don't do. I fucking hate cleaning up after people. Nobody cleans up after me. I fucking hate my dog. Fuck. Just fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. I say he thinks his voice is heard when he raises it like control. No, they all do. Lester, they all yell. Ed was a screamer too. Ed was a controller. Dan's not really. He's not like his dad in that way. I promise you. He's not controlling because he knows that wouldn't work for me. If he tried to like control me, I'd be like, fuck you. I mean, he doesn't want me to go in the casino. I go. I don't care. I'm going to go. You can be mad at me all you want, but you can kiss my ass. And I used to not be able to do that. Like I used to be so afraid to do things and tell him to fuck off because I was insecure. And now I just... Sometimes I don't even tell him sometimes. I just go, you know? And that's okay. It's okay. Dishes, I use paper, yeah. That's that's just my face. One of my most favorite things to do when I'm not hurting, I love being in the yard. I love picking flowers. I love doing my yard work. It's one of the most exhilarating things. Seeing my yard, seeing how everything's growing and flourishing because of me and the hard work I put into it. So I love that. That's one of my favorite things to do. I love drinking a good bottle of Sauv Blanc. That makes me happy. Sitting outside on a cool breeze evening, you know, when the Delta breeze is kicking in and it's been a hot day and I can sit in the back and just have some peace and quiet. I love my egg chair. I love my egg chair. And I'll sit in that sometimes and I'll do maybe we'll do, if it's not too hot, maybe I'll do our Remember Life today in the egg chair. I don't have any wine, but I'll get some. I do paper and plastic. Fuck that shit. I'm tired. I even get, I do, you know, it's really funny because people are like, oh, she can't even give proper plates out. What the fuck you want me to serve people in China? Not in China, but on China, I should have said. So I love that, and I love going to the casino. I really love going to the casino, and I love seeing my nuggets. Nothing brings me more happiness than me seeing my nuggets. Yeah, I love it. I hate, yeah, well, Christy, I was so fucking naive and so fucking insecure that I'd be like, oh, I want to go to the casino. No, you're not going. And then I'd be afraid because then he would be mad at me. Now I'm just like, fuck it. You know what? I do too much around here. If I want to go to the casino and sit at the bar, have a glass of wine for an hour or two, I meet women all the time. They come in. Women come into that bar when I've been there. I typically only go once a week. And I'll go every week, play my free play and sit there. And sometimes I feel like going another day. I mean, if I do, I'm gonna go, but I haven't yet because I've been so busy. But you know, and these women come in, they come in, they play their free play. Some of them have a cup of coffee. Some of them, depending on what time of day I go, and they like in the morning, they're running around after the kids, and they're like, "This is my me time." I'm like, "You get it, girl." I love seeing women come in, and sometimes they bring their like, "I brought $100 with me. I'm gonna sit here until it's out or until I have to go." You know, they pick up the kids. They're like, "I'm here till I've done everything I want to do today. So if I can be here till the kids get out, then here I am." And I love that. I love that people do that. And that's just my thing. You know, gold platters. Yeah. Oh, bye, Mary. Good luck. Our friend Bob Saget is in for surgery today too. She's got those hammer toes, and they are bad. So let's send her all love too. If she's watching, why are you apologizing? Are you on your period, G? Shit, don't apologize to the ugly. Why are you apologizing? Why are you apologizing to the ugly? The fuck, we don't do that shit here. Hi, my Australian lover. Yeah, no. So those are my highlights. I love going to that one store in Cameron Park, the picket fence. And I need to go back up there, getting my candles. I love decorating. God, I love that stuff. Till the next live meetup. I know. I wish you guys, let me do it for Dan too. You had hammer toe. She has both feet. How bad was it? Was it bad? She's in there right now, I think. So anyway, those are my favorite things to do. Yeah. It's an okay surgery. Okay. Yeah, it's so cute. I've never been to Florida, but I was in Nashville. I would love to move back to Nashville because my family's there. You know, I've never really been around my family. You know, I mean, my whole family is back east, and it's sad when you think about that. I'm here and they're there. I had my mom here. That was the only thing. But now that I don't have my mom, I have Josh and the kids. But it's sad because a life would be so different if I was around my family. Okay, good, Tammy. I'll let her know. So I would love to be back in Nashville. I have so many great memories and so many, it's my hometown, and maybe one day I'll get back there. But, you know, as long as Dan's family's living, we're staying here. And I wouldn't go if my kids weren't going. Yeah, come to New York. My family's in New York. I have family. My dad's side is in New York. So, I don't remember casino. Linda, there's a new casino called Sky River. They built it like 4 or 5 years ago. Has it been that long? Anyway, I'm homesick. Yeah. Again, you know, you're going to make me cry today, but in times like this, what do you want more than anything? You want your family, you know? When you're struggling, when you're in pain, you know, I always called my mom. Mom, I need you, you know? Oh, I don't feel good, you know? And she would do something for me, or she'd be like, okay, well, I'll make you some soup. You know, that was the thing, chicken soup. And so when you're vulnerable like this, I know that just having your family, you know, my brother's daughter, my aunt, her daughter, and her new squish. Oh God, I mean, just the envelope, just be, I just want love and acceptance. Yeah. And it's uncanny when you go home, right? You have the love and you have the acceptance. My family loves me to pieces, and I love them. And so, yeah, I'm trying to keep it together. Whew. Grandpa's been a little feisty late at night. Do you think about, yes, I do, I see, welcome back. I don't understand parents' love, but I understand when I look at my son. Right, and imagine that's the same thing, G. I mean, I know you have a different situation. So did I. I mean, really, I had a dad,
you know, you think about, but my connection to my family is so strong because, you know, that's my lineage, that's my heritage, that's everything. I know, and Kim, that's when you're most vulnerable, is when it hurts, you know. Yeah, we're gonna cry. So take out your handkerchief. It's been a tough couple days. It's been a couple three. You know, it started hitting me when Andrew. Oh, of course, Beach Man. You know, when Andrew, I didn't expect to be emotional, but you know, my fibro flare has been creeping up on me because I've been pushing myself, and I'm sure the alcohol didn't help because I drank a lot. And so, the morning I was looking for pictures, I just started crying. I was like, God, is this how I just see? My baby is 21. My baby's 21. And I think that was a pivotal moment for me for many reasons. It was just, I cried, my Zoom, well, Lynn was on, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I think at this point in my life, I'm 51, you get this real sense of morbidity. Is that bad? I got this sense of morbidity, like I only have so much time left, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. Whew. Anyway, I don't know why that did that, but it did. It got to me. And I thought, you know, I'm 26-year-old, 24-year-old, my baby's now 21, and my mom died at 53, right? So you get this sense of, fuck, I'm getting to that point in life where I'm getting older, I have more ailments, and who knows what the future holds. Scary. It hit me. No, I love you too, Chess. I know, rising up. I get it, you know? Oh, love from guitar. Where's Jane? We got a real guitar person in here. Anyway, so that was a doozy. As parents, we go for that. You know what I mean? Those things hit us as we age, I think. I mean, am I just talking about myself? But I feel, yes, midlife, that's not midlife anymore. We don't live to 100. And so I just thought to myself, shit, this is it. I've done what I can do for my kids. I'm still helping them as much as I can. I'm at this point in my life where I'm like, fuck, you know? I don't know. I don't know. And how much time do I have left? Yeah, so my mom died when I was in early 30s, Adriana, and I had my babies. So it's crazy, you know, and you just, sometimes these emotions come and you're like, what the fuck? I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never felt that before. And I just was like, holy shit. I'm like, my kids are old. I never pictured myself in this phase of my life, but here I am. I got a daughter graduating from law school next year. You know, I got a daughter in grad school for social work. I got Andrew trying to figure out his life, you know, and now it's, I guess, my time. I don't know, but I can't. I know. I just, the mortality was crazy. I'm saying the times where I have diabetes, who've been COVID. Oh, fuck, COVID. Oh, my gosh, Judy. But you're still here, you know? Is that a midlife crisis? Maybe I'm in a fucking midlife crisis. Is that what I'm in? I hope I make it. I had a double lung transplant, one on disability at 48 with, oh my gosh, double lung implant? That's crazy. And I still cry. I know, Jen, I do too. It's horrible. Hello in China. Um, from smiling. I I have wrinkles from stress and life and sadness and happiness. Midlife evaluation. No crisis. I am in a crisis, beach man. Don't tell me that. Fuck. My body hurts. Oh God, thanks, Charlotte. But the outcome is supposed to be magic. He needs glasses. He needs to. Oh, I need to get my eyes checked. I didn't get the bottle yet, Wendy. It took longer than I thought. All your kids have your personality. Your emotions are just being thought to the surface of people sweeping over you. Yeah, I can't see your crow's feet. Bro, I have no eyes. You know, all my kids, for the most part, like Jennifer, I think is a lot like me when she drinks. You know, she shines her personality a little bit more. Andrew is just a big teddy bear. I mean, he's just a loving guy. He's fun. He exudes love. Like even with his friends, it's crazy. And Hannah's the same way. Like she's very loyal to her friends but I don't like this phase of psychoanalyzing everything, She thinks she's a professional now. You get her with a psychology degree and everything that she watches when she's home. And I'm like, can you not? Can you not? I think counseling would be really good for you both. No shit. No shit. Menopausal. And I might be PMSing because my breasts hurt. I don't know. I don't have a period anymore, so I don't know. One day at a time, I know. And life is short. And I just sat there and I cried. I have my mama's bracelet still on, her tennis bracelet. I need to take that off because I would die if I lost it. But I put her on with me, and I'm sad. A lot of it was my mom too. 21, another milestone of one of my kids, and she wasn't here. Ugh. No, fuck her. I'm pissed off at her. She's looking. She's like, Dad really needs counseling. No shit. Hannah, no shit. Could you imagine him? She goes, no, I don't know what he would do or say to somebody, but you could try it. I'm like, yeah, no. He's such a good kid. I mean, as much as I didn't want him, I'm glad he's here. And he's here for a reason. I'm on estradiol. I think I'm on estradiol. He's here for a reason. That fucker wasn't missing the toilet. He was going straight to the egg. I think I needed him for a reason. I needed him. God, what is wrong with me today? Shit. Lord have mercy. Get me off of this. Okay, it's 5 miles. Why am I walking 5 miles? Alex, it's not a good morning. Okay, let me go pee and then we'll do our cards. And I'll try to get my life together here because I am just a basket case today. Fibromyalgia. And that's no joke. A lot of people when they're in pain. Hold on, I'll be right back. Dan's arguing with Zach right now. Zach. It's funny because he lectures Zach on the same things he has problems with. And it's the funniest thing. It's like, how can you not listen to your own words? You're literally preaching on the things that you should change to Zach. They're the same fucking person. And it's insane to me. and he's yelling at him right now because Zach is being defensive. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that's probably why my feelings were bottled up for a long time. I go in these emotional binges when, you know, I just feel I'm tired, you know. I'm tired. I get like this every August. I'm tired of doing the same fucking shit over and over again. I'm tired of working in the yard. I'm tired, you know, it's just the same thing. And I'm just like, who's taking care of me? Why am I worried about everything? You know, why do I have to pay attention to bills and taxes and make sure I'm saving? Why do I have to be the one to do it all? You know, I mean, I just get in those phases and it's just life, but god damn, I'm just tired. I want to be taken care of like I take care of everybody else. Who's going to do that for me? Nobody. Good, Mariah. Hello in Massachusetts. I had to go pee. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Oh no, we already read that. What the fuck? Let go of the bullshit and embrace the awesome. Did we not read that? Let go of the bullshit and embrace the awesome. I don't know if I like that. I mean, it's true right now, but did we read that? We didn't. Okay. Let go of the bullshit and embrace the awesomeness. I can't let go of the bullshit right now because the bullshit is penetrating my soul. You know, the bullshit when you're down, it penetrates your soul. When you're sad, when you're all those things, it happens and it does it. And, you know, you got to find your people, you know, and we have such a great group of people on here that we can sit and we can talk, you know, and just understand and relate to each other, right? We all have the same shit, just in different ways, or the same shit. Then I get so emotional. I know, Missy, and that's the problem. And we do it all, Mariah, and that's why we have fibromyalgia, because we just carry those burdens. We don't talk about our stresses. There's no point of me talking to him about anything that's going on with me, because he follows it up with, I know, I have back pain, I have this, and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't. Like, for once, can you just, you know, take care of me? You know, just do something. But it's really hard to do it all the time, and you know, it's real. So I know it is Beverly. It is overgrown. Missing my family. I'm gonna move in with my family. I can't afford it. Shit. My aunt just sold her house for a really good price, and it was always gonna be a house that would flip. It just took a little bit longer, and she's renting a house until they find something. And the rent is more than what I'm charging for California. I was like, you're paying what? That was more than your mortgage. It's crazy. And that's Nashville. They do. Men always make it into a competition. And it's so crazy. And that's why I'm so lucky that I have you guys. Because I can get on here and I can vent. You know, you get the ugly and you get the people who are just bitches and whatever. But I can come on here and I can vent and I can let it all out. And I do have a sense of relief. The other thing is I love it when he watches, you know, because he has to listen to it. He can't really cut me off. Occasionally he'll come out and cut me off. But in the end, I have the final chance to say, and if he listens, he has to listen to it, you know. And sometimes I always told him, I can't communicate to you, but maybe if I like write you a letter or send you, there was a time where we were really bad and I would leave him voice messages, you know. I'm doing this because I don't want to hear you fight me, right, every step of the way. But he still did. I can't. Paid your house off and your car off, and that's good. Yeah, you've been feeling the same as me. No, he can't mute me on here. And he can't cut me off unless he comes outside. And, you know, and that's why I always talk about that. You know, a lot of these platforms, it's like, why are you on here if you're so unhappy? I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy. And just because I'm sad today or I'm triggered or I'm in so much pain doesn't mean I'm unhappy. I'm content in my life. But we're entitled to have bad days when we're triggered and we're just not feeling 100% or we're more emotional. I mean, come on. And women say that to you. Like, you're a woman. Are you fucking for real? And, you know, I get triggered. I mean, you see me. I get triggered all the time. Like, is that a lie? Fucking pay attention, people. You know, like, the repetition of all that shit is so exhausting. And Dan's like, well, no, it's an honest question. Fuck them. If they don't know right from wrong, I'm just over having to do it. And repeat everything. It's like I have to repeat to Dan. He can't hear it. Ed can't fucking hear. You heard it in the video this morning. He can't hear, and I'm right next to him. No, that wasn't a show. That was real. That was real. I was pissed. And you know, I can't hide when I'm mad. I mean, you guys know that. And I'm not ashamed, right? I'm not ashamed of how I feel. I'm not ashamed of airing it out because it just happened. It's not like we went on and we're like, let's fight, you know? I'm not ashamed of that. No, I'm on here. I'm not ashamed of that. You know, that's the thing. And to me, it shows life. It shows realness. And that's Dan and I. You know, and that's the thing. It's our relationship. It doesn't mean, you know, our relationship is perfect. It's by far fucking perfect. We each have flaws. He's really flawed, and I'm flawed. He's extra flawed. But you know, what happened? I think I need to get a megaphone because I'm losing my mind. The first thing they said is, can't find my hubby. Thanks. Shit. And you know, it's so irritating all day. You know, when I'm trying to talk to, my lazy eyes back. I'm trying to talk to Dan and he can't hear me, and I'm finally just like, I can't. Like, I just cannot continue all day repeating everything. Please get your hearing checked. Do something. I can't do it. And I get frustrated as the day goes on. You know, it's hard doing things. It's hard when people, you know, bug me. I can't get, like, I'm asleep and Andrew's trying to talk to me and I'm like, Andrew. And then he just laid down. He fell asleep with me. I thought it was Dan. And I was like, what the hell? Is that my son? You know, I have this community for a reason. And we talked about this yesterday, or was it the day before? It's a great community for everybody who wants to be here. To support each other, to guide each other, to give advice to each other, and just to be here when the chips are falling all over the place and breaking into multiple fucking pieces, right? And people are here because they feel the relatability. They like the vulnerability. They like the truth. They like to see the real things. Those lives show you that we're real people. We're not putting on an act. I get triggered. He pisses me off. And I was already tired, so maybe it was probably not a good thing to do. But I tried, and it failed, and I failed. And that's okay. I don't look back and think, Jesus, I'm so embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed of anything I do on here. And I'm not ashamed of who I am, how I feel, right? And how I present myself. Your Mel, yeah, it happens, Kristen. It happens. And, you know, but I also have to be careful, right? Because I've got a team of people following me, trying to take me down. And so I have to really cautious myself because TikTok. And so I don't want to give them any more ammunition or have AI, you know, find something. So I'm trying to be very, very careful. Because, you know, and when you have that, you know, it kind of wears on you a little bit. It wears on you a little bit. It takes away, you know, from your fun, you know, because everything you see is just so negative. And I'm focusing on the negative right now because I can't help myself. Because it's surrounding me. It's engulfing me. I said, when I have to go out and I have to wonder why this random guy is walking behind me, and I have to look, there's an element of fear that they present into you. Vulnerability. There it is. That's real. In these moments when I'm in pain. Oh, weird. Yeah, that is weird. And you're more vulnerable to everything. You're more, you know, everything bothers you. You feel the suffocation of the angry and the people who hate you. You feel that, you worry, and you just cross your fingers that you're going to be okay. Yeah. And it pisses me off when my husband knows my vulnerability and doesn't do a fucking thing about it. Because he doesn't believe in doing that, you know? It just fucking pisses me off. Support. So I love the people that's what I said, in every fucking platform we have our group. And I appreciate the group so much. I mean, TikTok, even YouTube, they have their own conversations sometimes. Sometimes I want to yell at them and be like, are you even listening to me? They're like, nah, we'll see you later. It's sad when we don't feel like we're safe. And even Dan thinks he worries about that when I'm out. He's like, I worry about your safety. You are? Well, then fucking stand up for me, bitch. Stand up for me. He's a trigger. Plus, trust me, he's a trigger. Yeah, and I feel like he doesn't do enough for me publicly. Not that I need him to, because I can handle my own. But like on nights like last night, read the room. You know, you feel how I'm feeling. You should absorb how I'm feeling. I absorb your pain. You should know better. You should feel it, and you should be able to say, you know what? You guys lay off my wife. I believe his silence gives them the right to do that. I know. An intro. I have a. You're gonna make me cry again. I can't talk today. You guys are my people. Excuse me. It's crazy, you know, that you can find a group of people that you don't know sometimes. I'm getting tissue. It's ridiculous. Anyway, what is wrong with me today? Yeah, hold on to the. He's walking me up. I gave him a shower yesterday and he was so crotchety. It's too cold in here. Well, I'm waiting for the water. Well, I'm cold. Okay, Ed, I know. I'm waiting for the water to heat up. Well, oh, damn it, it's too hot. I'm like, oh, this guy. I'm like, you're killing me today. He's like, turn it down. Then I turn it, it's still too hot. And I'm like, fuck. Then I turned it down. Oh, it's too cold. I said, you know what? Tough. We're done. I'm getting you washed. Deal with it and be quiet. Yeah, I don't know, Elena. It's crazy. I don't know why. It's horrible today. But finding you last night and this morning to be soiled is not a bad thing at all. Yeah, I don't.
He's up.
We here.
All right. Oh no. I gotta go get milk. You're gonna have to, Dad, hang on 1 second, Pop.
No milk. I wonder why. Yeah. It's okay. It's just a snowball of like my pain and menopause. What the fuck? Bullshit. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You know your dad's gonna need like milk in the morning time. Why don't you check before you drink 50,000 things of milk to check, right? I don't know, because he wants a medal or something. And no, Dan doesn't say I'm sorry. He's triggered right now because of his nephew. I can tell in his stature. He came out and he looked grumpy because he was yelling at his nephew for the same things he does. It's so funny to me. I'm like, you were such a fucking hypocrite. Bye, Icy. Love you. Have a good day. Be safe.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get a gallon of milk at the gas station. Still on?
Yeah. Hey Siri. Turn off Bluetooth.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, go get your milk.
I'm going to get milk for my dad. How's everybody doing?
Go. I'm having a hard morning.
A hard morning?
Yeah.
I'll come back and make it easier for you.
That's not going to make it easier.
Easier?
No.
Well, take your mind off.
It just make me more frustrated.
What?
Hello, Kathy in Texas.
Watch out, Blue. Watch out, Blue.
No, he never does. And of course, it always comes back to sex. You know, it's like, no, what do I want? That's not what I want. Earthquake with a side of hurricane. Like he wanted to come back out and say something. It's like he can't help himself. Yeah. You think they need a divorce? All right. Well, you can think away. Yeah. I have to drive the Porsche at some point today too because nobody drives it and I haven't really driven it in a week. So I gotta start that thing up and drive. Maybe I'll take a drive and go get a car wash or something, you know? A car wash. Because I gotta get it up and moving. And my son just said he bought the Pew Pew for $1,500 cash from all his tip money. And so he put some scope and something else on it. I don't know what else he put on it. I thought y'all did that yesterday. We did via the casino. I could sit there. You know, it was crazy because I had people there and, you know, it was like, it was not relaxing. You know what I mean? Because when you go by yourself and you don't have the responsibility of others or worried, you know, about whatever. And so it was fun, but it's not all that relaxing, especially all that fucking nicotine. Things will calm down 100%. You know, yes, leave it all behind. That's what, and so I just, yeah, he's clueless. He always tells his kids, you know, the thing, it's so funny. It's because he used to tell his kids all the time, beware your surroundings. Beware your surroundings. he is not aware of his surroundings at nighttime. Yeah. Yeah, he just doesn't pay attention, Sansony. It's just, he doesn't pay attention like women do. You know, we know, like, okay, we're getting low on milk. Normally I keep things in line, but I haven't been lately. I never found someone who got my life. As a caregiver, but you say stuff that makes me think, wow, yes, of course, Miami. Plenty of others, I'm sure, about this remarks about the end. I know, Tracy, and me too. Me too. That wasn't necessarily all about me. It was about my people, you know. I'm very protective of my people, and I know how people are going to feel. You know, and I don't think he meant it like that, honestly, but it came out that way. And it was, as much as he doesn't want to say anything, it's an attack on me. Because he obviously has those opinions, which means I take those meds, right? And so, oh, good, Marg. So it's just, you guys, it's hard, you know? It's hard. Marriage is difficult, and it's hard to be heard sometimes. It's hard to be seen. And I keep everything bottled up for the most part. I mean, I'll bitch and I'll complain and I'll yell sometimes. But you know, it's funny because, you know, but it's not really the issues. The issues are inside, and I'm just yelling just to get it out. But I don't feel like I can talk about the issues because it's always, nobody listens except you guys. You have to listen. Delivery, yes, delivery is bad. Yeah, delivery is bad. He's always been bad at delivery. Who criticizes your meds? I mean, it's words, Linda. I mean, you know, he knows. What am I going to divorce him over that? I mean, to me, there's a lot more things that are more important to divorce somebody over than him badgering my meds, right? That's not to me you know, I don't agree with his eating and his compulsive, you know, whatever it is he's doing. But, you know, I mean, I let him do it because that's him, just like he lets me do my thing. But he doesn't like my meds. I know that. I know that. And yes, it's irritating. It's irritating as fuck, especially when he says stuff like that. It pisses me off. Because I know, you know, it's the messy. Everything's messy. It could be messy. But isn't that marriage? Maybe I'm living in a fucking fantasy land of what marriage is, and it joke's on me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's his problem, not your problem. Yeah, it's his problem, right? But I don't think people who don't require long-time medication don't understand. It literally helps people. I know it helps people. Mandy, I think it's a lot of projection on him. I mean, that's the way they were raised. They were raised with no medications. Even Josh, like, freaks out. He won't take a Sudafed. Rocky will call me and be like, he's so miserable, but he won't take meds. And I laugh because I'm like, well, I'm the same way. My kids now take them. Hannah was afraid to take Advil, flu, and cold. Her roommates did all the time. Um, he did say that, you know. He said basically, I don't need the meds, and he needed the meds at that time. Trust me, he was not happy. He should have been on the meds. I think it's a projection for him. There's a lot of reasons why I think that's a projection for him, and I'm not going to get into it. Um, I know that's a projection for him based on the years that I've had with him, and the way he was raised, and the other issues that he struggled with throughout his life. Um, and you got to remember, like, Ed's personality is ingrained in those kids, like, ingrained in those kids. Times when you need it could cause, but that's why I talk about it so much, Mandy, and that's why I looked at him. I said, you can't do that, because I talk about pro medicine. You do you, whatever it figures out. Mental illness is huge, and we all have it, and people don't want to talk about it because of people like you. And here I am trying to talk about it and saying it's okay. And in the next sense, I feel like he's being hypocritical. And he's saying, well, don't do it. You can figure it out yourselves. I call it the Venus penis. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you can't do that when your wife is a pro advocate for mental health. And you just said, well, I figured he needs pills. I think he would be a better human if he had medication to calm his down, but he can't. And so he was like, well, I don't think this is Dan, defensive. Well, I didn't think I was being, any other way, but it's just my opinion. Well, your opinion came off as pretty harsh, right? It's not healthy. But he also says he would absolutely benefit from, but he can't take what he has because a lot of his stuff is stuff that he would abuse. So he can't handle doing certain things, and that's the problem. So the projections on and everything else. Gambling, he can't handle just not, whatever. So he had to stop, right? So it's projected on everybody else. Medication, same thing, projected on everybody else. Yes, and it was just ugly, and that's why I got mad. I was like, I was trying, when he said I attacked him with my face, I was like trying to tell him, shut the fuck up. And I was getting ready to. Like, because you're making an ass out of you right now. Um, you drove to, I get it. I get it. I mean, Tracy, I get it. Like, a lot of you get PTSD with your exes from Dan. And, that's not, there's a lot of good times. I can never see myself divorcing Dan, even if he's fucking a nightmare. That's not my plan, nor do I think that way. Does he infuriate me? Absolutely. Is he strong-minded and defensive? Yes. Is he stubborn? Yes. But I don't see myself, with a different life. Honestly, I don't. And I was explaining this to Hannah too. She's like, Mom, you have so many years left of happiness. Go find it. I'm like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. The face thing. I mean, I was trying, and then he yelled at me. Yeah, I wish. You can't get over it. And that he expects me to get over it too. He's like, oh, you're still mad about yesterday? Yeah, I am. Because it was kind of an asshole thing. I know, but Mandy, you gotta remember that Dan is still pro. It was just the way it came out. I think he was not well last night either. He was triggered. Um, yeah, pill. That's the thing. People, and I say the same thing, Nadine. It's like, when my kids piss me off all the time, am I gonna just divorce them from being their mom? Every relationship has its ups and downs, and let me tell you, we're either high or low, or we're just cruising, and that's true with any relationship. Yeah, it sends me to Tiana. Yeah. Oh, Terry, thank you about the book. So I don't see myself having another life. This is my life, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. This is my life. You know, there's so much, you got to remember, there's so much other things that you guys don't see, right? Or I don't share. But no, he's complicated. he's, he's, he's complicated. Dan's very complicated. But so was Ed. And I married fucking Ed. Fuck my life. His deliverance is horrible. His deliverance, I mean, you saw it last night. He yelled at me. What did he say? Like something, he yelled at me, cussed at me. People are like, oh my God, Dan. That's Dan. I mean, people don't realize, like, he videos just him and his dad, right? I videoed me and who I am this whole time. There's no shock. There's no introduction to bitchy Danielle. I know, but you know, it makes me sad that they see that or they anticipate that because I don't see my life anyway else. I'm going to die with this man or he's going to die on me, one of the two. I'm not looking for anything else. I learned to do my own things. I learned to manage. I've learned, and I told Rocky this. I said, you know, when you marry a Salinger, you're going to have to learn to not tell him everything, especially when it comes to money. And you're going to have to, you know, just take matters in your own hands. And she does now. She does now. She'll be like, okay, so I paid for Hannah's ticket home to babysit the kids. Don't tell your brother. And he drives me nuts. Put downs. It is. Tracy, it is. And your relationship is your relationship. Dan doesn't, I mean, he doesn't sit there all day. He has very strong opinions on medication. But he doesn't sit there all day and tear me down. I mean, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking pick that shit up. He's not that way. He's just very explosive and very opinionated, right? And we don't, you know, since my strength has come in the last 4 years, slowly but surely, and now here I am at this level, I give him a little bit what for. I used to just allow him to say and yell and do what he wanted to, and then I would cry and get upset or whatever. And now I give it back to him. I've been getting in his face. He doesn't like it. You know, I can't. Yeah. Is Josh, what's Josh like? Josh is some things he does reminds me of my mom, but mostly he has Salinger tendencies. Money. Yeah. He has Salinger tendencies. So, you know, Rocky, I told her from the beginning, I said, look, take it from me. I'm telling you what to do. Learn to do your shit. You ask him to do something, do it. Just order it, just schedule it, do it, and tell him later. And then you don't tell him the real price. You dumb it down, right? Because they're still separate, you know. Hi, Maria. Okay. And he said, you're scaring me when you got in his face. He does, because Josh is, I mean, it takes a lot. He's a little, like his personality, he's a little like calmer. Like my mom was a little bit more passive and a little bit more, go with the flow. I think it's just a really weird, it depends on the situation. Yeah. Evolving. Yeah, you know, Gail, and I've evolved myself. This is responsible for me. You know? Nobody else has evolved. I didn't like how it was evolving when he had the control of it. And I was so young, you know, so I looked up to him. I mean, let's be real. Anybody in young marriages, the insecurity of a woman is there. I remember being so insecure, and he was like my boss in a way. Like, I looked to him for growth, and I looked to him for answers. Like, I almost felt like I couldn't do anything without his approval. And I did that a lot. Because I was naive and he was older. And I don't know, A told him and he was pissed. I told him Sigma. Yeah, I do that too. I tell him. You never tell him. We have all Scott's children. I'm less sensitive. Yeah, and it's good. I think in our relationship, it's gone the other way. Like, you know, he's getting more defensive, and I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. You know, like, you want to fight? Let's go. I get in his face. I called him a bitch the other day. I was like, you're being a bitch or something like that. And he was like, I'm not one of your TikTok people. And I said, no, but you're being a bitch. you know? And so it's things that I'm doing to him now that I never would have done in the past because I didn't have the confidence, you know? Bye, Fran. I didn't have the confidence. I just, you know, if you're going to be a bitch, I'm going to call you out. You know, you're being a bitch. You need to open your mind and you need to settle down. And he's not used to that. He's not used to that. He's not used to that. It's confidence. And he does get scared because I will go in his face now. Do you need me help? Do you need me to help you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you need me to fucking clear out your ears? Do you need me to make you listen and understand what I'm saying? And he's like, what the fuck are you doing getting in my face? I said, I'm trying to get you to hear me and understand me. Do you have a problem? Dan, I think, was the same way for a long time. I think Dan did have that fathering role for me. And that's why I was always so complacent. Because I didn't know any better.
And that's one of the reasons, that's absolutely true. And that's one of the reasons that I gave her all of the finances to worry about and to do so that she could be independent.
On life.
And she controls the money. That's a switch.
Yeah, but it's not so fun anymore.
Well, but you've learned. I mean, you're self-sufficient.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is he pushed me away so much that I became independent on my own. You know, I think he
And
gave
you
me...
needed to be able to be
independent. He gave me too much independence. Because now, I don't need him for anything. I don't need him for anything. I don't. I can handle myself.
Thank you. I mean, that's the goal. I want you to be able to handle yourself. Survive if I'm not here.
He planned it. I don't think he planned exactly what happened, but he wanted me to because money was a big argument all the time. And when he would pay bills, he would, what the fuck did you spend on Target for 52? It's the same as the patterns of
Yeah,
it.
well, that's what she thinks. But in reality, I was practicing law, and when I would do trusts for people and wills, when the women would come back, it was not uncommon for their husband to die, and they didn't know anything, like where their money was, who their accountant was, what properties they owned, what bills they had to pay, and they were just lost.
Now you would be lost if I died first.
Yeah, but I could figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think you could. I don't think you could. We fought for misogyny to stop dictating us women. And I think that's what happens is it's so ingrained in this generation, not this generation anymore, but past generations of women are to be seen and not heard, right? And we grow up that way. And it's something that just happens. And
not my kids.
And me being so young, no, because of me.
Because of us.
And because of the TikTok and social media has done so much for me. It gained me insight to myself. It gave me strength. It gave me confidence that I've never had before.
Me again. Did I not get you on TikTok?
You're really pissing me off.
This is a fact. It's an uncomfortable fact, but yes. Yes, I got my wife on social media. She was against it. And now, how many people you're talking to? I can't see. You got a lot of people in there.
Yeah, without you.
I bet there was 100 less.
No, there wasn't.
What is that?
I don't know.
You don't know which is which? That's got to be Facebook.
That's TikTok. This is Facebook.
That's TikTok? And that's YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Did you film
Pop's
his milk
eating.
up?
Yeah, no, I went in there and just left him with the dry cereal.
So anyway, I learned a lot. And if I could go back to the beginning stages of our marriage, today, like I am today, things probably would have been a lot different.
What would have been different?
A lot.
Like what?
A lot.
I mean, I heard you a lot, but give me an example.
I wouldn't let you control every aspect of my life. You were very controlling me, but I let you back then because I didn't know.
Did you change that or did I change it?
I changed it.
Okay. I thought I gave you all the control.
You gave me control of finances. Big fucking deal.
That's a big deal.
No, it's not.
That's
I learned how to be a strong woman on myself because of my what I've gone through, my journey in life. You didn't help. You helped me in that because I had to learn to sink or swim, and I learned to swim.
As is good, you should learn to swim. I like the same
He's
thing
still
with my
taking
kids.
all the credit. Yes, G. He's still taking all. Well, if it wasn't for me.
I'm just pointing
If it
out
wasn't
that
for
those,
me.
I recognize all those things you're talking about.
If it wasn't for me, and now today that I'm a little bit more well spoken and I'm not afraid to get in his face, yeah, he's a little shaking in his boots. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Shaking in my boots.
I'll tell you who the fuck I am. I'm Danielle fucking Rachel
And
Behar
if I have to, I have a verbal defense too. I have an arsenal.
You know what was funny?
What?
I was telling them, I was walking in, and you lecturing Zach about the same fucking thing you need lecturing.
He's got most of my problems,
Right.
so I try and help
But you
him.
don't fix yourself, but you're trying to fix him.
Bullshit, I don't fix myself.
fix yourself.
Bullshit. Am
Bull
I not
fucking
different
shit.
than what I was 20 years ago? I was bullshit. I mean, I've grown up a lot. A lot. And I could try and get better and better
Yeah,
all
but
the time.
you're not getting better and better.
I'm much better of a
No,
person.
you are. You're not as condescending and a jerk, but he was really condescending when I was younger too. And
I had
afraid-
very little patience.
And I was afraid to stand up for myself because of that. Because I was young.
And
he was my
I
person.
recognized it and stopped it, right?
Yeah, but now
Like
now
almost immediately
you're
in my 20s.
not really, a little bit longer than that.
No, my
I remember
20s.
being at fucking law school parties with you and me trying to say something and you going like, "Psh, what are you talking about?"
Right. That was that kind of thing.
That's why I was so afraid to talk. I was so afraid to have a piece because he was going to judge me or say I said the wrong thing, to make a mistake. It's like
I'm imperfect, right? I was very imperfect. But that's the journey of life. You try and get better. You try and improve on the problems that you had. I'm a much different, better person.
You're more stubborn and defensive these days. You don't really listen. You're not an active listener, and that's really hard. You don't active listen.
Okay, I have
But
ADHD.
You do
right?
right.
And that makes it difficult to listen because I'm always formulating my answer while you're talking.
But you do take the time when it comes to other people.
All I do is try and impart whatever wisdom
But you don't
I
exactly.
had.
And you say the same things you need to work on to somebody else.
And I do work
And it's
on
very frustrating.
I do work on and made tremendous progress. Like
And
you
it's
just
always
said.
this. It's always this. It's always like, well, I'm doing that.
I mean, this is the thing.
I have back pain. Oh, so do I. Oh, I can't reach around and grab my dad like you do. Well, my wrist hurts. I know my thumb hurts. Oh God, my head hurts. I know I got a headache too. My stomach
This is
hurts.
the day I like.
Yeah, that's you. I mean, I have fibro. I'm in the worst flare up again in my life. Oh, I know. I got pain. You think you're the only one with pain? I have sciatica. Well, let me tell you, I'd rather have sciatica than what I have. Now what? What were you gonna say?
I don't remember. What was I talking about?
I don't know. Not listening, active listening to your wife.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Making an excuse because you're ADHD.
It's not just my wife. That's just people with ADHD.
Dan, you spend more time on the phone with your nephew trying to fix his relationship. So don't tell me that bullshit.
Because he calls.
Okay, well, I call too. And I'm right in front of you, but you don't take the time.
Oh God. What am I doing right now? I'm out here engaging.
Not
in conversation.
here. This is not where you engage in that shit. You engage with it off the camera. I'm out here right now. Let's talk about it. That's not real life. It's not real life.
This is as real as it gets.
This is real, but it's not real life. You don't fix your issues on social media. You talk about your issues. I'm not gonna cry again. I've been crying all fucking morning.
About what?
Everything. It's a pain in the ass. Life is hurting. Life is miserable. Life is tough right now for me. And when you're in a flare-up of fibro, it fucking is a nightmare, and it makes everything 20 times worse.
It's getting hot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And people are still pissed off. People are really upset that what you said last night. They took it personal.
All right. How many times are you going to say that?
Well, because it was coming through
You
again.
sound like Zach. That's what he does.
Oh, now you're calling me
I
Zach.
mean, that's what he does. He always goes to other people, blah, blah, other people think this,
Now you're calling
other
me
think
Zach.
that.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you, your Denny is a lot fucking closer to Zach than I am, so you can kiss my fucking ass. And Zach is the furthest thing from who I am or what I act like. There you are. Don't be a bitch. Go away.
You're turning me on.
Get the fuck out of here. Linda Davy. By the way, um, by the way, I got another email from that wackadoodle about Ed and how he's the father of Jennifer. I was like, I cannot handle this. I cannot handle this. So literally, she's like, I need you to listen to me because this is really truth. Your mom came to me and said, you know, you need to get I mean, I forgot to tell you guys about that. For some reason, Linda Davy reminded me of that. Yeah, and literally said, your mom came to me and she basically said that you need to get this message to Danielle. And Ed is her father. I mean, Ed is Jennifer's father. Are you kidding me? So anyway, it's I have to read it. Members, I'll read it to you later. If you're a member, you'll hear it. You guys are gonna die. You're gonna die. What in the world? How would I miss fornication with Ed? Like, are people like? I don't. She thinks I blocked it out of my mind. What? What? If what in the world? Ed would never. Ed would never. There's the thing. I mean, he was some other issues, right? But he would never have ever. What? And remember she texted Dan and Dan was like, oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings and read it. Fuck that shit. You write something so delusional and so fucking cuckoo. I'm going to read it. It's sick. Are you up? Are you done? Somebody on here had hammer toe surgery and she said it wasn't bad. So anyway, it's just the look of Jennifer would make her cry. The response. So I will read it to you on the member live tonight. You guys remind me because I've been forgetting about it. You're literally suggesting, non-consensual, right? Are you saying that there was no consent? Like, what are you talking about? What are you accusing this man of? Like, what? Yeah. So remind me, members, today, and I'll read it to you. You guys are gonna die. You said we have to listen to you. No, we don't. Each of us has the right. Before what? Right. If we choose to do. The thing is, we want to listen to you. We care enough to hear you. Oh, Janice, I love that. You're really sweet. Anyway, so I'll read it. Her name's Trish something, I think. It's crazy. It's weird, and it makes me get really sick inside. Like, it's not something I would remember, and it would be another story, part of our family line. Like, what in the world are people thinking? Why do they want to? Does she really believe this? Bye, Froggy, love you. Does she really believe this? She obviously does. If she went to Dan and then now me. My mom, she got me with my mom came to her. You know, I was like, all right, let me see. And then she went on about yeah. And then I was just like, yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, we're not engaging in that ridiculousness. People are crazy, you know, and she probably believes it. That's why she keeps calling or texting. Anyway. So they're saying that she's saying that Ed is Jennifer's father. I know when Jennifer was conceived, there was absolutely no penetration between me and Ed ever in my life. Yeah, anyway, yeah. It's fucking sick. I mean, sick. And it's crazy. You guys are going to listen to it and you're going to be like, holy shit. Like, she's really convinced. So yeah, a vision came to me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's calling him a rapist. Pretty much a rapist. But I was over age. I was 24, 23. I was in college, for fuck's sake. Like, but like, if you, I mean, yes, like took advantage. She uses the word took advantage of me. Was I alive or awake? Like, drugged? Ed would never do that. And if anybody knew Ed's soul, never. Could you imagine? Yeah, Dan's dad and my mother's husband, and Ed and I were getting it on. What in the fucking world? What in the fucking world is wrong with you people? Jennifer's my oldest. She's 26. Yeah, ick. So be prepared for that. I was like, at the beginning, I was like, okay, you know, my mom came to her, whatever. And then I started reading and I was like, why does it make me feel nauseous? Yeah. I could never, I would never, are you kidding me? I would ever allow that man that close to me. We had a 6 foot, before COVID became a thing, we were 6 feet apart all the time or more. No, I would not even breathe the same air as him. How do you become a member of my YouTube? It's YouTube. It's YouTube. You have to go on and get a membership on YouTube. You have to pay for it. It's I think $4 or $5.99. And it's on YouTube. So you have to go where the browser is on a computer and then go to my page, I guess, and there's all my videos and there's a join now button. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy shit. Crazy shit. Cheers, 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 Froggy. She is cray cray, not clairvoyant. That was cray cray. I mean, I don't know how you even say that. Like, I'm embarrassed that she would even come up with something so crazy that she believes in. I mean, that's the thing. What in the world are you believing in? I don't know. I'm trying to take it easy today because my body, but I don't know. All right, you guys, I've been on here for fucking ever. So I'm going to go. Sorry about the emotions today. I don't know. Today's going to be a day for me. I finished Sullivan's Crossing finally. And no, I don't, you said the great board. And so I will talk to my members, on a live tonight, 4 o'clock. We'll plan on the 4. And we'll plan on 4. Cause I think I'm just gonna, fiddle faddle around. You know what I mean? It was, and did everybody watch it? When he checked in, I said, there's something, God, and he's kind of hot. He's kind of rugged and hot. That jawline. What the fuck? Anyway. All right. I love you guys. Remember, you are important. You are worthy, and you matter. Fiddle farting. I'm fiddle farting. Yeah, he's really hot. I was like, he's cute. What's his story? God damn. Anyway, I got to catch up on some shows. Who knows what I'll do? Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great day. And members, I'll see you at 4.